Coffins used to be built with holes in them, attached to 6 feet of copper tubing and a bell. The tubing would allow air for victims buried under the mistaken impression that they were dead. In a certain small town, Harold, the local gravedigger, upon hearing a bell one night, went to go see if it was children pretending to be spirits. Sometimes it was also the wind. This time it wasn't either. A voice from below begged and pleaded to be unburied. "Are you Sarah O'Bannon?" Harold asked. "Yes," the muffled voice asserted. "You were born on September 17th, 1827? "Yes." "The gravestone here says you died on February 20th, 1857. "No, I'm alive. It was a mistake. Dig me up. Set me free." "Sorry about this, ma'am," Harold said, stepping on the bell to silence it and plugging up the copper tube with dirt. "But this is August. Whatever you are down there, you sure as hell ain't alive no more. And you ain't coming up." It wasn't a big deal at first, you know. It was just another story online, one you'd read in the comments of a YouTube video designed to scare you into posting it on 8 others' videos. You know, the kind where you die a horrible death or your crush will reject you if you don't spread the word. I don't think anybody or anything of it at the time, but now it's the only thing I could think of. The comment started by saying that she hasn't left the poster alone in days, and by reading this she'll come for you. I don't even remember the exact wording because it was late and I was tired, and I'd seen 100 other comments like this one before. I forgot all about it until she actually started to come after me. It started with little things, a flash in the corner of my vision, a strange shadow on the hallway floor. Then it got worse. I started to hear whispering when I was alone in the house, giggling, the sound of footsteps. I now know that she was teasing me, sort of like how a cat will clamp its paw over a mouse's tail and bat at it before it kills it. Mirrors were the worst. She liked to stand just out of frame when I was brushing my hair, so when I shifted my head to get to the other side, she would be there, standing next to the bookshelf with her long, tangled hair matted with blood falling down her shoulders, and that grin. Oh God, that grin. Her teeth were always bloody. I was never sure if it was her blood, or I don't even know. Every night it seemed to get worse. I would see her on my way to class, in the rear view mirror of my car, dragging her talon-like fingernails across her own rotting flesh as I stared in abject terror. For a while I put it off to sleep deprivation. Finals, you know. And then she came to me. It was late, so late it was technically early. I couldn't sleep because all I could hear was her giggling. I covered my face with the pillow and shut my eyes tight when I felt something cold on my hand. I was paralyzed with fear. It was sharp and it was cold, and it was moving down my arm towards my elbow. "Come out to play," she said in that littling, upsetting voice I'd heard one too many times before. I screamed and sat up, but she was gone for the moment. My biggest mistake was when I talked to her. I just stepped out of the shower, and she was right there when I opened the curtains. I shrieked and stumbled back, and she leaned down to me. "Why?" I asked. "Why are you doing this?" She told me why. It was because I knew something about her. That altercation ended with a serious head injury that landed me in the hospital. That's where I am now. I can't take this anymore. I'm just one person. It's too much. I know what I have to do. I think I always knew. God, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Her name is Nora. She should be there soon. As I walked into my local library, I felt at peace. Some people are addicted to heroin. I'm addicted to literature. I love the way the libraries are so organized. Not only are books separated by genre, but they're also placed in alphabetical order. Beyond the placements of books, the library is a place of poetry, a place of silence. I like the quiet atmosphere. Some find this insipid, but they're mad. I searched the shelves for an arousing story. With so many different choices, this could be an appalling task. How can I possibly choose? I browsed many different sections, coming across the horror section. Today was a good day for something truly malevolent. Finding one, I go towards the common area and sit near a young lady. She wore a tightly fitted white blouse and skinny jeans. Her hair flowed past her shoulders. Her facial features are soft, and enjoyment radiated from her. I did find her attractive. When I began reading, I kept catching myself staring at her. But as the novel went on, I became more fascinated by the story. Such majestic writing. My heart raced as the lawyer approached Mr. Hyde. A group of young adults walked into the library, yelling and cheering at each other. They're ignoring the etiquette. Sometimes, and only sometimes while I'm reading a tale, a baby or a child or even an adult cries, screams, or yells. It ruins the story, makes me frustrated. It takes me away from my mysterious island. My blood begins to boil, my heartbeat slows down, becoming louder and louder until everyone can hear it. I know they can hear it because everyone stares at me. Everyone looks at me laughing. Their eyes scream at me, humiliating me. I will show them. I'll show them all. One day, I will rip out their voice boxes. One of these days, I will gouge out their eyes. I will laugh as blood drips from my hands. I'm not mad. Why and how can you say that I'm mad? My mind is sharpened. It's not diminished. I can and will kill them. I will do it so slowly and quietly. No madman would be able to accomplish what I will do with such skill and organization. The silence will be so that Stevenson, Verne, or Poe could not write such beauty and would find this to be wonderful. But today is not the day. Maybe tomorrow. Today is most definitely not organized. I shrugged and closed my book. Today I will not have my time of rest. Soon there will be silence, but not today. I took another glance at the attractive lady. Her blouse was red. Her eyes showed consternation. What a shame. She was such a beauty. I would have loved to take her home, but I'm positive that she was wearing a white blouse when I sat down. I can't be with someone so disorganized, but she is quiet, and I like that. I walked past her, walking towards the bookshelf that replaced A Strange Story. I had to step over a body. His face looked panicked. I would be too if my larynx was lying next to me. More importantly, he was quiet. I like that. If you like what you heard, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. If you'd like to, you can follow me at Twitter. The handle is @FuzzyPantaloons, and I'll see you all next time.